is, it's a Kundalini class. So Kundalini yoga is a little bit different. It's probably not as weird as you might think, but it isn't the traditional type of yoga that you might think of. So there's a couple things that I wanted to go over before we got started. Kundalini yoga is really, really about the breath, and there's a special breath that we use as in certain parts of our practice, and this breath is the breath of fire. So the easiest way to generate the breath of fire is to stick out your tongue and then breathe out your mouth. Now, the goal of the breath is that you pump your navel. So if you watch from the side and you watch, and you can see how my stomach goes in and out. Now, once you have the momentum of the breath, of that pumping of the navel, you can close your mouth and keep the momentum going. So then it's more like, now the purpose of the breath is we're working our abdominal muscles, we're massaging our internal organs, and we're also building heat in the body. So you might notice as you're doing breath of fire that you're actually starting to get hot and you're like, I'm not even moving or I'm barely moving, but your temperature is increasing. The benefit of that is we're burning energy as we bring that heat up within the body. So it's a really good thing, and it's a really good workout. You'll actually notice your abs getting stronger just from doing a conscious breath. So that's awesome. And then the second thing that I wanted to mention is we chant in Kundalini yoga. And so I'll start the class off with a chant, and the chant is Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. So if you want to think it as I chant it, or if you just want to try chanting, it's totally up to you. The reason why we chant is there are meridians in the roof of our mouth, and as we chant, our tongue actually activates the meridians. And just so that you know what that chant means, it is, I honor the creative force within. So it's really aligning you with the divine force that exists within you. So that internal guidance system, that unconditional love that exists within you. So it's such a beautiful chant because to me, living from that heart-centered space, that's what we're working towards. That's what we want to be and embody and radiate at all times, or as much as we can. I know that stuff happens and we can't always be in that, positive, radiant space, and that's okay too. We're humans, we're here on an emotional experience, and that's a part of the color of our lives. But yet when you find that radiance, that inner alignment, it really allows you to exist in a different way. It changes the perspectives of your mind and your relationships to the environment around you and the humans around you and your internal environment. So connecting to that inner self, connecting to your own inner radiance. That's kind of what Kundalini is all about. There's another thing that I wanted to mention too. So there's something called Mulha Band or root lock. And what the root lock is it is a contraction of your, it's almost like you're trying to hold in urination. So just try that and see, just activate those sex organs, pull them up and in, and we'll use that throughout the practices if that feels comfortable for you. And see how that also really works that core from the inside. So the breath of fire, the chanting, and the Mulha Band, that inner lock, all helps work that strength from the inside. If you're just starting to join, we'll start in easy seat. So come onto your mats cross-legged. Start to ground down into your sitting bones. Lengthen up your spine. And you can close down your eyes because right now we're not moving at all. So close down your eyes and start to tap in to the natural rhythm of your breath. Just starting to become aware of your inhales and exhales. Starting to tap into your body. Noticing if you feel any tension or discomfort. Seeing if you can use the breath to let that go. Natural inhale and exhale through the nose. Letting the breath anchor you into the present moment, allowing you to be here and now. Take a moment to ground down again, really lengthen your spine up. We're going to start with our 2-word check-in. Now check in internally, ask yourself, how do I feel? 2 words, how do I feel this morning? And we do this 2-word check-in to increase our emotional awareness, our emotional intelligence. And that 2-word check-in, it can be tired, it can be energized, it can be excited, it can be determined. It can be whatever you choose, however you feel in this moment with no judgment. No judgment. So often we judge how we feel, and that is so not why we are here to feel. So just do that 2-word check-in. Let's bring our hands through heart center. Really press your palms together. Press your fingertips, the pads of your fingertips together. Fingertips point straight up toward the ceiling. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Breathe deep down into the belly. Feel the lungs expand, full body breath. Then exhale, release, let it go. And I'm going to chant, follow along if you'd like, or just listen or hum. Deep inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale and exhale, fluttering your eyes open. Hands come palms facing down onto your knees. And we're going to start with Sufi grind. So it's almost like making big circles with your shoulders. Now, as you find that momentum, honor your body, moving at whatever pace feels good for you. As you find your momentum, add in your breath. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Inhale forward, exhale back. As you come back, kind of feel that hollow out of the stomach, and you're really wanting to arch your spine as you come around. Inhale forward, exhale back. So we're starting to wake up the spine and wake up the energy that can get really stale in our hips if we spend a lot of time seated throughout the day. So I like to think of this as my hips are a mixing bowl and my spine is the spoon, and I'm mixing up the energy that has been stagnant in my lower body. And then I'm using the breath to move the energy through my upper body. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Really open up your chest as you come forward. Pause at center, switch directions. So whichever direction you started, it doesn't matter. Just start to go in the opposite direction. It might feel a little more awkward because we'll always choose the more natural side to start off with. So for me, this side feels a little bit more natural. Now remember to add in the breath as you get started. So inhaling forward, exhaling back, and really curve and round out your spine as you come through. It's okay if it's not so fluid. That fluidity will come as we wake up the energy in the body, as we increase our mobility. Inhale forward, exhale back, really matching your breath to your movement. Inhale forward, exhale back. So good. Pause through center, close down the eyes for a moment. Just notice the energy that created in the body. Tap into the energy that you feel within the body. Take a couple deep inhales and exhales. Fluttering your eyes open. Next, so there are some funny names for Kundalini yoga because there aren't really names, so you just put interpretations. But this is called washing machine. So you want your 4 fingers on the front of your shoulders and your thumbs on the back, and then you want your your triceps to be parallel to the floor. Now we're going to inhale as we turn our body to the left and exhale as we turn our body to the right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you can move your head with the motion. You can also close down your eyes and bring your gaze to your third eye point. So that inner point between your brows, they call this our seed of knowledge and intuition. And it doesn't matter the speed as long as you're matching your breath to your movement. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. And you want your breath to be a little bit forceful, especially on your exhale. Really use the twist that you're doing in your body to help release that air from the body. Every twist we do in yoga is helping to detoxify our internal organs. So it doesn't matter if we're in our restorative class, if we're in our vinyasa class, if we're in our strength class, we are detoxifying our liver, our kidneys. Twists also help our digestive system. So if you're someone who is challenged with your digestive system, twists are a great thing to do. I actually have a 10-minute sequence on the YouTube channel that is all for digestion. So it's just 10 minutes of twists to help you get things moving within your digestive system. Keep it up, keep going. Almost there. Pause at center, deep inhale, 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 inhale. And then open mouth exhale like a cannon. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep inhale, 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 inhale. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Release your hands down. Maybe take a couple shoulder rolls. So good. Moving on to all fours for our cat-cows. So Kundalini cat-cows are a little bit different than the Vinyasa cat-cows. So first check in, make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, knees are under your hips. Then for your cow, you're going to arch your spine. You're going to parallel your chin to the floor and press through your palms, really broadening through your collarbone. Then you're going to exhale as you round your spine, sinking your hips forward, letting your head hang heavy. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Now we're going to start to quicken the motion and quicken the breath. So inhale cow, exhale cat. Inhale cow, exhale cat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It doesn't really matter how quick you move, but what matters is that you are adding the breath. You're linking the breath to the movement. And you actually do want to move a little bit faster. Again, you can close down your eyes and stare at that third eye gaze and really let that sink forward of the hips help to release the exhale with some force. Here we're really waking up our spine and we're removing blockages that are created. Our spine is like the super highway of the body and it sends messages throughout the entire body. So as we move the spine and remove the blockages, we're able to function more efficiently, more effectively. Keep the breath going, keep the movement going. Keep it up. Almost there. Inhale into cow, inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale into cat. So good. All right. Now we're going to come on to our knees and we're going to lift our arms up overhead. You're going to interlace everything except for your pointer fingers and your thumbs. They're going to stay extended up. Now this is where the breath of fire comes in. So you want your biceps near your ears and you really want to extend up. Now we're going to use the breath of fire or we're going to pump our navel. So we're going to do sat, nam, sat, nam. Activate your root lock, that Mulha Band root lock. So activating your sex organs, so that you're squeezing off your urination. As you say sat, lift up, nam, release. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Keep it up. If you need to lower your hands, that's okay, but keep that sat, nam, sat, because that's the most important part here, is that you're lifting and tightening that belly, that core, lifting, release, lifting, release, lifting, release, lifting, release, lifting. And that core, those core muscles, as you're tightening up, that goes all the way up into your core. So this is a core exercise. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Keep it going. Arms stay lifted if you can. Point those fingers up toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift, 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 hold, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, take your hands, release them all the way down, clearing out your aura and your energy. Beautiful. Now we're going to come back into our easy pose, easy seat. And we're going to come into Radiance Charger. So Radiance Charger, we do use the breath of fire. So if you missed the earlier explanation, the easiest way is to stick out the tongue and watch how the belly, and then you can close your mouth and keep that momentum going. Now for the hands, you're going to tuck the pads of your hands into and then leave your thumbs out. Your arms are coming up, thumbs point up, and then start the breath of fire. Close down your eyes. Focus on your third eye gaze. Keep it up. Keep those arms up. Keep those thumbs pointing up. Now you'll notice where your mind goes. Keep going, keep going. I'm going to talk, but keep going. Where your mind goes as you become challenged in your practice. This is a practice of awareness and awakening to your inner awareness, to that inner self. Now there's 10 bodies in Kundalini Yoga, and there's the positive mind, the negative mind, the neutral mind. And you go through and you start to observe, what mind am I thinking with right now? Almost detaching yourself from your thoughts. Keep it up. If you need to release your arms down, that's okay, but try and keep the breath going. That's the most important part. You're massaging your internal organs. You're strengthening your core. You can activate that Mulha Band. So activate Mulha Band and keep that pumping of the navel going. If you can, try and keep your hands up. Or if you need to take a break, you can put them down and then lift them up when you're ready. It's possible that you might encounter some challenging thoughts. That's okay. You might encounter challenging emotions. You might find that this makes you emotional, that this brings stuff up inside of you. It's okay. Release whatever comes up. Don't be afraid to have the release that this creates. Maybe anger comes up. Maybe frustration comes up. Maybe that's what you feel. Maybe as you pump your navel, you're like, this is stupid. I can't believe I'm doing this. That's totally okay too, but keep going anyway. Even if your mind is telling you something else, know that you have control over your body and your breath, and you can persist. That's teaching us that in life, as we are challenged, we have the ability to keep going. Start to bring your thumbs together. Release your fingers up. Take a deep inhale. Really stretch, stretch, stretch. Hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. Release like a cage. Keep it over. Again, breathe in, fill, pause, reach. One more. Deep inhale, fill, pause, reach, extend. Starting to release your arms down, clearing out that energy field. So good. Now we're going to come back onto our knees, like so. And we're going to come into, it's called flow and glow. How fun is that? So from your knees, you want to lengthen yourself up. So gently press your fingertips and lengthen your spine up. Then you're going to tuck your chin and start to round down. Then you're going to lift your head, open through your chest, and lift back up. So bring your chin down, then begin to lift. Really open your chest up and add the breath. Exhale as you come down, and inhale as you lift. Opening through your chest, opening up your chest as you lift. I know it might feel a little funny, especially the first time, but again, we're opening up our hearts, starting to live and exist from that space. And notice that as you inhale, you're really opening through your chest, really taking in energy. Then as you exhale, you're releasing that energy. And inhale, lift, extend, open. Exhale, round, sink. Inhale, lift, extend, open. Keep it up. Finding that nice fluid movement. This is so good for our heart, our spine. We're actually continuing to build our core muscles. Like, I really want you to notice tomorrow how your core feels after this practice, after not just this one, but the breath of fire. I mean, you can keep going, but you can do breath of fire while you're driving. You can be working your abs while you're driving your car. That's one thing that I love about this practice is it's more gentle and more sustainable than yesterday's practice. We can do this every day and not worry about the toll that it has on our body. Whereas the other one, you could overdo it. So keep that going. Finding that nice fluid momentum. Really round the spine as you come down, and then really lift through the chest. Round and lift, round and lift. Round, lift. This is going to be the last lift. Lift, 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 lift. Extend your spine up. Activate Mulha Band, squeeze up and in, squeeze your belly button towards your spine. Exhale, release. So good, so good. All right, now we're going to come down onto our backs. This is called stretch pose. We're going to incorporate breath of fire again. And again, you want to feel your abs burn. I'm grabbing my phone so that I set the timer, because this, it might not seem like a lot, but it is. So you're going to come all the way down onto your back. Now you can place your hands underneath your sitting bone for some extra support, or they can stay down by your side, or you can lift them. It's really up to you. You want to flex your toes towards your face, lift your chest off of your mat, and then start breath of fire. So really pump your navel. We're building up our core muscles. Core muscles help carry us through life with balance, with strength, with ease. If you need to release your legs down, that's okay. Keep the breath of fire going. But if you can stay lifted, I really, really challenge and encourage you to stay lifted. We have 15 seconds left for this round. We can do anything for 15 seconds, right? Anything, anything. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything down. Really let your body sink and relax. Again, notice where your mind goes in those moments of challenge. So we did that for a minute, and then we're going to do it for another minute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and breath of fire. Really pump your navel. It's okay if your breath gets, erratic or heavy. You're really working your core muscles. Halfway there. Yes, you can. 10 more seconds. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything down. So good. Open up your knees. Open up your palms to the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. We've made it to our final resting pose, which is exactly where you are. Really let your body release and relax into the space beneath you. Taking these last few moments to soak in your practice, to release any tension in your body. Use your exhale to really breathe the tension out of the body. Take a body scan starting with your toes and working your way up to the tip of your head, seeing if there's anywhere you can release tension. Using the exhale to breathe the tension out. Focusing on the breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. invite you to do another 2-word check-in. Check in with yourself. How do you feel in this moment? Take note. Acknowledge. And know that whatever you feel is perfectly okay. Know that our emotions come and go, rise and fall. And we are completely okay and whole to feel as we do. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, pressing yourself back up into an easy seated position, pressing your palms together. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, release. Deep inhale, exhale, release. One more, we're going to chant Satnam 1 time. Deep inhale, Satnam. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm totally happy to answer any questions. This is day 2. Make sure that you comment on the video in Facebook. And yes, I hope that this radiates and ripples out into your life and fills your cup. Have a great day. Bye.